Hey guys, what's up? Let me just send all the posts out here to let everybody know we're going live, and then we'll get into it. Just get put a tweet out here about it.
Coming up after the close today, earnings from AMAT, Applied Materials, ROST Raw Stores, QFIN 360 Finance, FTCH Farfetch, reporting after the close.
I'm not interested in none of them. What in the world? I hate putting out tweets. But it seems to be the most followed thing on here, so. Alright, so we got it out. We can get into it. Guys, if you got anything you want me to take a look at, just go over it or put it in chat and we'll go over it. Got any questions, any stocks, whatever, just let me know. Alright, with that being said, I just heard something come across the squawk they were talking about Snap. I think they said they replaced the CEO or something like that, and that shares were popping. I wouldn't actually call it popping, but it does seem to be. If I can get back down here. It does seem to have this little hook coming on with it. You know, it might be something. If we can get over this 72.49 line, it might be a decent trade, or at least, if not treat that, then at least treat the 200. It seems like this stock follows that 200 a little bit better. You can see on the 4 hour it's kind of following along with it. It might dip under or over it some, but it follows it pretty good. If we go to the 15 minute, same thing. It'll dip over some. Right now it's on this downtrend. So before we could trade it, it would need to come up over. We do have a triple bottom here that could be good for it. We just have to wait and see if that'll translate into price. Alright, with that being said, there's some things I wanted to look at here. Guys, you know, for a while now we've been looking at CLF. We've been playing it with this trend line. So the play on this one is when it hits the top trend line and reverses, you buy puts. When it goes under the 200 EMA line and reverses, you buy calls or shares. This one, there's enough play here to buy shares. Just even if it only hits the 2.
EXPR, Express New Store Concept, taking off. Express CEO Tim Baxter says so far trial seems to be taking off. That in an interview with Retail Dive, published today. That's Echo X-Ray Papa Romeo.
We'll look at that one here in a minute.
Shares spiking to $6.47.
We'll look at that one here in just a second. But you can see that even if you don't want to do options, if you want to do shares, then if it bounces here at the 200, let's give enough room to bounce at this neckline here. That is 2360, back up to about 27, 28 if it crosses over. You can see like right here how it crosses over just a little bit. So if we take that length, well, wrong one, I guess. Yeah. There. If we take that length and apply it there, come up over just a little bit. That's about $27.50. So that's rounding about $4 a share. Only thing I'm doing is waiting to see if it's going to come on down a little bit or bounce here. If you look at the 15 minute, it looks like it's in a bounce, but I want this to confirm a little bit more. I want it to keep either using these EMA lines to bounce up or use the support and resistance lines to bounce up. If it continues to do that, if it gets up over this Green line is 50-day EMA line. I'll be bullish on it, and I'll buy calls and shares on it. Now, they were just talking about Express. I don't remember the ticker. Oh yeah, this one's looking really bullish right now, and this one's good for like a couple of day hold. This one usually, when it usually runs for a few days. You can see here every time it like goes, it goes for a couple of days at a time. I like this play. If it goes back to recent highs, if we're conservative about recent highs, that would be around $7.14 to $7.50. If it goes back to that, that is $8.73. And I don't know if it has come. Yeah, it's even went up. So this is prone to spikes, is what this is. You can see there it's 470 to 8. So I wouldn't look for this to go back to the recent highs. I would look for it to spike up probably $3 or $4 each time it does. But just in case it doesn't, you know, be prepared to back out if it shows any signs of reversal. But this is looking pretty good. If we draw a trend line on it, well, even if you want to go there with it, we can see that it's bouncing up off that trend line. So on this one, this would be a smart play to put your stop loss, either a trailing stop loss or at somewhere on this trend line here. You know, it's cheap enough to where you could buy 30, 40 shares of it easy, and you know, make you a quick $100 on it. What are options on this one? If we go out to, let's go out one more to the 15-day, and we go up to the next one, that is $73. I think this one would be better to go up to the 7 or 7.5, and we're looking at $55. Well, $60 and $45. If we look at this one on the chart, look at this one on the chart here. Wait, what was the ticker again? EXPR. So EXPR. Guys, this one is profit or options profit calculator. I have another one I show on here too, where you can do strategies and stuff if you want to. Stop that. Damn it. So we got the price. Let's select the option. If we go to the third, and we pick the third, there we go, and we pick the 7. Calculate. If it goes up to 7, you're looking at over 50% return. If it continues to go, you know, you're looking at, of course, more. 100% return would be at the 740 mark. So even if it just hits the 7, you're looking at about a $25 return on, and that's over the next couple of days. You know, if it hits tomorrow, that's a $31, right? Because today's 19th, yeah. So this one might be better to play closer in to the 27th. Let's see what that is at the 7. Always make sure to hit calculate on this, or it won't give you the right information. No. I like to better back out that way, so let's do this then. Let's go back out to the 3rd and look at the 7.5s. So if it goes to 7, you see, yeah, see, if it goes to 7, you're still looking at about the same amount of profit. And if it continues on up to 750, you're looking at 100% of what you put into it. Plus, that way you can get more. So yeah, the 750s is the way to go on that one if you decide to play it. Okay, I've got two here. Let's look at SONN and BTBT. So let's go with the SONN first here. Okay, so you can see that it goes up and pulls back. This is on the 4-hour chart. So we'll step back and show you as we go down. The 15-minute chart. When I was talking earlier, I said this stock still didn't look too bad. This is right here is the reason why. You can see that it's bouncing off this 50-day EMA line. And guys, just as a reference, 3 good EMA lines to watch is either the 15 EMA or the 18 MA line. But let's just go with EMA since they're usually on most tickers. But 15, the 50, and the 200. Now, what we're looking for is to see how they follow them. This little bounce, that's not bad as long as it doesn't come on down. Little dips past it is not too bad of a problem. You can see, well, if I could blow it up here. Well, I'll show you on the 3-minute where you get better. You can see how little dips down below it or past it is kind of common. But what you don't want to see is you don't want to see it to go way past it or even have a candle open and close past it. So if we draw some lines here real quick. This is what they call a bull flag. And what we're doing is we're watching for the breakout here. If it breaks below this, and we're talking about a candle that opens and closes below that, then it's probably going to be bearish and go on down. Now there are a few examples, I'll show you one here in a minute, but where they break down and come back up. But if this breaks below that, it's definitely done for today, but it could come back. What we want to see is it bounce and go break above this top line. So we pull back to the 3-minute. Now you can see here, we're no longer looking at the 50-day, we're looking at the 200. That's because these change, right there you go, see, that's what I was talking about. So this is probably going to be done for the day. Let's see if it pulls back. Let's wait until the candle's over before you make that choice. But if this candle closes like that, and it doesn't have a immediately engulfing candle come back and catch up with it, then that's probably done for the day. So we'll come back. Let's check on this one here in a minute, and let's go on to BTBT while that develops a little bit more. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is what, a Bitcoin mining company? Is that what they do? Yeah, Bitcoin mining. Again, let's pull out to the 4-hour. You can see that this one's in a downtrend. We come and we go here. Well, you know what? This one is in such a in such a good position. We can just use the trend channel on this one. So you can see it automatically put, Webull has this, would automatically put the trend line here for us. So again, we're looking for the same thing, a break above it or below it for this to be in reversal. Now just because a candle pops above it, it could be a fake out breakout. So what you want to look for, if we blow this up here, what you want to look for is a break above it, a retest, and a bounce. But now this is on the 4-hour. Let's go on down and see what it looks like on some of the lower ones. See, let's get rid of this for a second. And let's make our own channel down here on just this part. Let's see what it does with theirs first. Yeah, see, that's not a bad channel for that. You could actually go ahead and put one like right across those like that if you want to be a little bit more conservative. But this already looks like on this time frame, this is a 15-minute, it looks like it's broke out of this bottom channel. So this is looking really good for today, and I would look for this. Let's go to the 3-minute. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I'd look for this one to bounce. You're getting ready to have, technically it's not a golden cross because it's not happening on the 4-hour, but you're getting ready to have a golden cross right here where the 50 breaks up over the 200. That's a very bullish sign. You can see that it's kind of like consolidating, it's kind of like forming a flag here. And if this breaks to the upside, you see your flagpole, you can expect this to about run the same distance up above it. If you want to go, if you want to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? More positive about it, you can call this whole thing the flagpole. And expect it to run like that. So that would be up to about 12:33 at least today. As long as it continues this break above. If you want to go by the candles don't look too bad neither. This red, green, red with the spinning top on it, that's a bullish thing. As long as you don't have this one engulf it in red, you probably be okay. But I'd look for it to break above this trend line or this support, a retest and bounce. What's the RSI? The RSI is overextended, so it might come on down and retest the 15 or 18 EMA and bounce. And if it does that, you just have to wait and see, is there any paper hand that's going to sell out from under you. If it breaks below that and you don't see no sign of a quick reversal, the bulls or bears is probably won, and it might be a good time to get out. If I was day trading this, I'd look at these two lines as a get out point. But it looks like, yep, see, it looks like we're going to have a break above it. So that right there would be a pretty good one. Let me see if there's any other questions here. NRXP. Let's look at NRXP. Before we do, real quick, let me go back and see what he has done there. Yeah, see, you got this this bullish candle right here, but I'd be unless some serious volume comes through, I'd be really surprised that it's going to come back and break up over this by the close of the day. So NRXP. Oh, this don't look too bad. I just seen a candle pop there. Let's draw some lines. Well, let's see if the trend channel works real quick. Okay, so we got that right there. That's what I'd look for. So pretty much the 200 EMA line on the 3-minute chart. You want to see it over that. It's let me get rid of this 1 second because we're following the 200 anyway. Yeah, you can see it's up over the 50, so that's bullish. The candles are looking pretty good. You got some boom boom candles going on here. Yeah, you can see you had like a shooting star candle, and then if we get another one, that'll be the 3 soldiers, 3 kings, whatever you want to call them. There's good volume. The RSI is starting to get a little overextended. What's this look like on the 1 minute? Yeah, in the 1 minute it already is overextended. So maybe look for it to pull back just a little bit. If you're on the 1 minute, pull back to the 200. If we're on the 3 minute, look for it to come back and retest the green. Wait, hold on. No, this looks like it's going to say fuck the RSI and keep going. Yeah, this looks really good. This will be one to keep your eye on today. This is very sold off too. So this might actually. What did the 4 hour look like again? Yeah, this might actually come back a little bit. If you're on the 4 hour, you need to start seeing it hit these EMA lines to be good. What you want to see is either hit the EMA lines and go over, and start seeing these EMA lines like the bottom two, the 15 or the 18, start crossing back up over the 50 and then the 200, and then look for the 50 to cross the 200. That'd be a good pattern going on like that. How it can stair step over top of each other. That's not bad at all. It looks pretty good for a day trade and possibly into tomorrow. Is there anything else real quick? Alright, I've got a couple of here to look at too. These are more options plays or swing trades. Krispy Kreme D-Nut. We can see that it's been very bullish over today. It has come down. So I'm actually going to be purchasing some options on this one. I'm looking at these 17.5 options. You can see that they're already pretty bullish on the 17th. That'll give me plenty of time for them to play too. So give me just 1 second if you don't care. I want to buy a couple of these. What did the RSI look like? It's not too bad on that one. It's a little oversold on that one. I wish it'd come back and retest. I've got a few minutes, so I want to see if this will come back and retest for me instead of buying it this high. So we'll come back to that one real quick. Let's look at AMC real quick. AMC looks like it has found support and might be bouncing at this 33.33 line. Or no. Yeah, 33.33, that's what that is. So if we draw a line underneath the candle themselves, the wicks, we're looking at 33.42 line is what I would call support. So what we're looking for here is for it to get up over this 34.56 and continue on into tomorrow. So it looks like it may have found support here. We was worried earlier that it might not and come on down to this 32, but it's actually looking pretty good now. You can see that the MACD, it's starting to cross back over and get bullish. I would expect to start seeing green candles on the MACD here very soon. Next candle or two probably. The RSI is good. It's almost in that perfect mid-range. So AMC is looking really good right now. NAOV, another heavily shorted stock that we've been talking about. Okay, same thing I said about AMC earlier. If this don't catch itself here, look for it to come on down to this 2.6. If it comes down to here, I'm picking up some more of this because it's a heavily shorted stock and it bounces. So this could be a good little swing trade or even a hold until it squeezes. We've been looking at Wish. So we can see Wish broke that bottom support. So right now it's still not a buy, guys. We wanted to see it come over. See, we had a trend line there. Damn it. Really? Let me just get rid of that one. Okay. Damn, that's not a really good trend line to go over. What does the trend channel look like on this one? Yeah, that's close enough. Okay. If it breaks below this channel, look for it to keep coming on down, but we're looking for the break above it for it to be a decent buy. So I'm going to put a support right here. I'm not ready to call this support yet, so we're going to make it a yellow dotted line, and we'll wait and see what comes about it. But for today, this one is no good. What's my time look like? Okay. Let me see if y'all got any other questions real quick. Yeah, I was getting ready to hit sport and spice both. Okay, so let's go to sport. Here we go. So this is what I was talking about, looks good on sport. The only problem with sport right now, but I'll show you a good thing about it right here in a second, is you see how it keeps coming right up to this resistance line and gets rejected? That's usually not a good sign. But if we take this trend line here, let me get rid of this one because it's right. Hang on one second. Let me make sure it's not one I've been using on a longer time frame. Yeah, okay, so let me just stretch it out then. I hope this will, sometimes on this Weeble, yeah, I see it didn't do as good. What was we on there? It was on the 15-minute, right? Yeah, close enough. We'll make do with this. So if we come and draw us a support line, anyways, I'm trying to get to touch this yellow line right up here. That is called an ascending triangle, and that's usually thought of to be bullish. So I think overall this is a pretty good bull flag we're seeing right here, and what we might be seeing is a channel upward, which any movement upward is good, but eventually we want to see it break that channel and continue up in a more violent spike, a volatile spike. As you can see, it's popping right now, but it's mostly been consolidating out this purple line here lately. But you can see overall it's following this trend line I drew here on the 4-hour. See there how it's been following it up. Now if it broke below that and stayed below it, like, you know, actually confirmed that it was a break of trend, that's when I would worry about sport. But overall this is looking very bullish right now. And you know, right now, let me go back down to the 3. Yeah, it's a little overextended right now. And this may continue into tomorrow, guys. This may actually be an okay buy. Now, what do some options look like on this? If we just go to the 17th and we go to the 9, the 10 actually looks like better. Yeah, the 10 is almost perfect. Yeah, I like that. I'm actually going to pick up one of these on sport. Right now might be the time too. I want to see that RSI cool down right there. Give me 1 second. Let me pull these up here. Let me give me, because I'm trying to make some trades here too, guys. Sorry about this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and buy in on D-Nut on the 17th, right? And the 17.5. Give me 4 of those. Did I get it? No, I didn't. Why didn't I get it? Replace order. Do it again. I'll give it a second and see if it places. For some reason it's not. There was good volume on that one, right? Yeah, so that should place. I don't know why it's not. Alright, so let me go back to sport. Yeah, see, this little bounce right here, this could be a good little buy-in point. Some profit takers are coming in. This might be a decent little buy-in point for sport. So, what do we got? $8. I'm actually going to buy shares on this one instead of calls, because I'm afraid that with the volume, what was volume like? Yeah, volume's not too high. You'd probably be okay buying calls too. Yeah, you could buy calls too, but I'm still going to buy shares on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put in a full position right now, because I want to make sure that it is confirmed that it is going to break out. So I'll put, let's say I want to do 20 shares in general. I'll put 10 down now, and then I'll buy the other if it breaks over that trend. So I think sport looks pretty decent right now. Was there something else y'all want me to look at? But yeah, that's what I would either do, the $10 strike on the 17th. I think that's the best bet if you want to do options, or buying shares ain't bad neither for this. You know, with a play like this, you have many different options. You know, it's not bad to look at that. What else do we want to look at? Man, see, that's the reason I like charting right there. You get so much information from just a couple of lines. Spice. So Spice is one that we've been looking at. And again, guys, it's consolidating out. So on this one, we're looking for the same thing, a break above this orange resistance line. I'll spit it out here in a second. This orange resistance line is what we're looking for, a break above it, and then that would probably be a good buy. A couple others we've been looking at, spot. So spot, again, it's in this channel here that I drew. We want to see it break above this channel. Once this does, guys, this has an awesome return on gains. Let's say if it breaks over this channel right here and we buy in and it goes back up to where it was, that's 32% or $70 return per share. That is awesome. We went over Roku. Let me spot that real quick. Yeah, so Roku's one I'm going to visit in the morning and see what it looks like. Activision, guys, that's one that we've been talking about for a while. And I put in the wrong ticker. So we can see that it's come up, it's bouncing. Overall, I'm still very bullish on this one. I'm not seeing any signs of it dipping back down yet. We had a little scare right here and then it caught itself. That turned out to be old news getting brought back up again, by the way, if y'all didn't catch that when I talked about it the other day. But we're looking at it to return to at least around 96, if not all the way back up to 100. But that's a pretty good little buy in there. Was looking at Apple earlier. Here's this one I was talking about, dipping below the trend line and popping back up. See, I had this ascending triangle just like we did on, what was it, Sport, I think. And see how it dips down? It dipped down, touched that 200 and come back up. And now it's bullish again. So that was a fake out breakout. So now we're still looking to see, is it going up over? Which, by the way, we ended up playing puts on that when it broke down below this one. and we did really good on it yesterday. So now we're looking to see, is it going to break out over or break down below? And where it's come back, let's look at it on the 15. Yeah, I mean, it kindly retested right here and bounced. So we'll see. As long as it stays up over this 50-day EMA line, it's a good sign. It's going to continue up over the 200 and continue back up to 150. And 150 calls on this is a really good deal. Did I show you on this Roku? Look, there's one that we've been looking at for this breakout. And the highs is 490. So if we kind of split that to around like 420, 420 is right there. So if we kind of split that in between there, let's say we was to buy right now. So let me take you back out here to the calculator real quick. I had to show you this because this just blew my mind. Roku options 27th. Let's see if it broke out. You want to wait for the breakout though, guys. And we go to 420. Might have been on the 17th. We'll do 17th too just to make sure. If it goes back up to 420 in that amount of time, you're looking at a profit of $1,300 or 2,687%. Now you might say, well, yeah, but that's, you know, only next week. All right, if we go out to the 3rd and do the same strike, 420, calculate, and it goes up to 420 again, 1,500, 1,680. And guys, once it breaks trend, there's no reason to think that it couldn't go back up to that. But let's say, all right, you know, what if it don't? All right, what's the price of it right now? 343. If it goes back up to 360, you're still looking at $100 profit. If it goes back up to 369, you're looking at a $200 profit. 380. Guys, that is a no-brainer. The only thing we're waiting on is a break above that trend line. And these are options that are $100 or less. I mean, wow. How much money do you put in on Sport or Wish or SONN or XR or NRXP? Have y'all put $100 in that? Has it gave you returns of 1,000%? Wow. You know what I'm saying? Those are good to play until you find plays like this, and then you jump on that stuff. So again, what we're waiting for on this, just so we're all clear, if you wanted to play this, the best entry point would be for it to break out of this trend. See how it broke out here, but it didn't confirm it. It went back in. We want to see it break out of this trend, retest it, and bounce. Once we see that, that would be a good buying point. I'd actually like to see it. For me, what I'm looking for personally is a break out of this trend, a retest of the support line here, and then a bounce. So we'll see if it can do it. I mean, it's had a hell of a run. COVID's picking back up. People be inside watching more TV. You know, there's no reason to think that it couldn't go at least back up to 360, which is $100, or even up to 420, which was $1,600. Holy shit. So where we're at. Alright guys, we went over some of those. Let's look at some day trades. You want to? Let's turn the squawk back on too so we can hear it go. And if you got any other questions, pop them up right here. Yeah, let me tell you something real quick about options. I see you said that you're still learning about them. Let's say for one, let me give you a tool real quick. Two of them. If we go back to the browser, and I'll throw these up on Twitter. You can go back and look at my past tweets and look at them. But there we go. This one is optionsprofitcalculator.com. This one's good for straight options. It's real quick. It's simple. If you just make sure that you do click the buttons to calculate and stuff like that, it's real easy to get ahead of yourself. Forget to click it. I know I've done it.
HOOD, Charlie Gasparino tweeting now. Robinhood confirms Fox Business report that Congress and regulators will have an uphill battle, banning payment for order flow.
Oh well. This one right here is called optionsstrat.com. And what's cool about this one is you can do strategies and stuff. So let's say we want to create a call. Okay. Wait. Oh well. I thought there was a button just for it, but we create a call. See, on this one you slide. So if you want the date, let's say Roku again. Okay. So you can do a different date right here. I think we were looking at the 3rd there. You can do the price as 420. And it does the same thing. Wait, what are we? Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm trying to see where to add in. Right here it is. Okay, so you can add in an option right here. So we can decide to add in another call, sell a call, buy a put, and here's where you can add in different strategies and stuff. So we can sell a put and buy a call at the 310. So you can see as time goes on, this one really benefits us in that area. So our best ones, if it stays a little bit more than where it's at, you could use this one if you think the price is going to be the same or higher than where it's at right now. So if we bought or sold a put at 335 and bought a call at 420, you can see that if it stays at 350 or higher, we're looking at, look how these keep going up right here. And the closer you get to expiration, as long as it stays within that or higher, you're maximizing your profits there. But the downside is if it doesn't, if it keeps going lower, you're looking at a lot more loss. So this is one that, you know, it offers more reward, but it offers more risk too. So you really have to watch out with doing these. It's something you can get into more later. For right now, just sticking with the straight options and stuff like that, that's the way to go. So with that, let's go back to Webull and let me show you a little bit about these options, like with the Krispy Kreme that I just bought. Okay, so we got Krispy Kreme. We see that it's broken our trend, our downtrend, and it looks like it might be heading up. Okay, so if we've done our charting, we can see that it could head as high as $20. Give me 1 second. So we can see here that it could go back up to the 20. So if you wanted to risk more, you could play it further out, which would be bigger reward if it hits, but you know, it's only going to make money if it starts going that way. Now remember, you don't have to hold an option until the expiration date. You can sell it at any time. That's the point of that options calculator. It lets you know, like if tomorrow I decide to sell it and it only reached, let's say I played a call for the 20 strike and it only reached 1750. You know, I still make money, and it'll let me know how much I can make if I sold it tomorrow at that price. So that's the reason I try to go for these high volume ones too. They sell really quick. People want in and out of them, and they're really good way to make money quick. You know what you're risking. You're risking this certain amount. You cannot lose any more than that certain amount with them. And then if you use an options calculator, you know what you can gain. So if we look at options in it and we go to, let's say the September 17th, the same call I just bought at 17.5. So that's the strike. This is close to in the money. In the money just means it's within that price range where, how can I say, in the money can mean different things, but it means it's close to the price it's at now. We can see that the price is $35 a contract, and well, it's 35 cents, and you're buying 100 contracts, so that brings it up to $35. Does that, or well, a contract is for 100 shares. Does that make sense? So when you buy this, it says cents, just times it by 100. Like this one up here, that's $5. That's worth $500. But that's already way into the money. You can see that's well up over it. That's the reason why that can cost so much. But in this, if this went south, if it went to zero tomorrow, the most you're going to lose is $35. If you was to buy shares in that, if you bought one share, that's $15 you lose just on one share. If you bought 10 shares, then that's $140 you're losing right there. So when you look at the Greeks, that's the delta, the gamma, and the theta. The two main ones you want to look at is delta and theta. And for me, if you're playing close to the end of money, you want to look at plus or minus 5 on this. So I guess the way to look at that is, if this one is 0.5, then you want the theta to be 0.05, you know, around that area. If it's more than that, then that's probably not going to be very good for you. But as it goes on, like, see, we only got 1 day left in this. That's the reason why it's so much right now. If we go, oh no, that's the 17th. That's right up here. If we look at this right here, so see how that's 0.6 and this right here is 0.3. When we just said it would be good if it was 0.3 to 0.03. The reason why it's so much is it's getting ready to expire tomorrow. So this right here is not over that yet. This is actually a really good deal on this. Now the delta is, for every dollar that this stock goes up, the price will go up 5 cents, which is $50. or sorry, $5. So for every dollar Krispy Kreme goes up under these Greeks, it goes up $5. Now, as it starts getting closer to the end of the money and things like that, the Greeks will change. They change up things. That's where the other Greeks come in. They'll tell you how much they change and stuff like that. But for right now, that's what we're looking at. No, that is 50 cents. So for every, yeah, I said that right the first time. So for every dollar this goes up, this one goes up $50. I thought I'd said that wrong. I thought it was 5 cents when I looked back at it. So if this one goes up 50 cents, and we times that by 100, that's $50. So right now, if you had this call and it went up to $16, you would make $50. And you know, if you ever got any more questions about it, just ask me, DM me. I'll try to explain it the best I can. Let me see if you got any other questions here. Guys, if y'all have any more stocks or anything you want me to look at, just throw them up and we'll look at them. If not, let's, what time is it? The bell's getting ready to ding, so we can close this out. I've got some videos coming out about some more stocks to watch, and I've got some more videos coming out on indicators I use, like the EMA and the MA lines, the RSI and the MACD. Those videos will be coming out in the next day or two, so watch for those. Guys, follow us on Twitter, and remember, hit that like button, subscribe button, and share with your friends, okay? You have a great day.